In this video, I'm going to break down how social anxiety could be negatively impacting your career growth and keeping you from reaching your highest potential. If you have watched any of my other videos on social anxiety, then you are well aware of what it is and how it impacts your life. If you have not, I will break it down and explain how this impacts your work life. My name is Jamie Holloman. I am a clinical hypnotherapist, and I give people the freedom to be their most authentic selves, to live the life that they truly desire by raising their self-esteem and completely shifting their identity at a deep subconscious level. To have social anxiety, this means that you have a fear of judgment or rejection. That's social anxiety. It means your mind views people as a threat and social situations. And in response to this threat, your nervous system is activated and you go into fight or flight, resulting in anxiety. Your heart will race, your hands might tremble, you begin to sweat, and your mind just shuts down. For some, it might not actually manifest that intensely in a physical sense. For some, they have less of a physical reaction, but generally speaking, this is how a body physically reacts to fight or flight. All of this happens whenever you have to socialize, when you are the center of attention, if you're performing in some way in front of people, or even just walking into a room where all eyes are on you. When you have social anxiety, you literally envision the worst. You overanalyze every move you make, everything you say. And often, this overanalysis leads to analysis paralysis. So now, how does this affect your ability to advance in your career? Well, because everything that you are afraid of is what you need to experience to succeed. First of all, if you desire a position that requires schooling, well then good luck, because school is most likely a nightmare for you. And for some, it is such a nightmare that it's not even an option. But let's say that you do go to school and you try to get through it, you try to push through it. Well, you likely aren't doing as well as you could do because school involves presentations. It involves working in groups and socializing. There's a really good chance you did not excel in school the way that you could have. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. So let's say that school was okay for you and you did it, you got through. Well, now it's time to apply to jobs and interview and make a good impression. Once again, this is what anyone who suffers from social anxiety dreads. Interviewing and having confidence is not your strong suit. So maybe you don't get the job you want and you have to settle for less, not your dream job. But it's something and you want to work your way up. This involves showcasing your knowledge and doing better than other people. This involves performing in some way in front of people and expecting them to judge you, to judge your work, to judge your knowledge. Literally, life involves judgment and rejection. Any successful person knows rejection is inevitable, and you just have to keep going and keep pushing. Rejection is literally the fear at the root of social anxiety. Your mind is programmed to keep you away from this at all costs. This means you avoid educational opportunities. You won't network the way you should, and if you do, it's probably not very efficient because you don't have the confidence. Your communication skills are likely subpar, and presentations don't go over well if you even do them to begin with. I mean, like most people, you've probably done everything you could to avoid presenting or just speaking to people in general. You most likely isolate yourself. The key to advancing in any way is to believe in yourself. to believe in yourself and to have such high self-esteem that you can plow through all the judgment, the rejection, the mistakes, and to just keep going until you have what you want. So now the problem is that if you have social anxiety, you lack that ability completely. Or you have it, but really it's just to a lesser degree. Everything that I just spoke about, it can be changed. If you have an innate fear of judgment and rejection, it's because your mind believes that you possess qualities worthy of judging and rejecting. Your subconscious mind is holding limiting beliefs and shame that forms your identity, and it is trying to compensate for those beliefs every day. It's doing so by making sure your shameful qualities aren't showcased to the world. And in this instance, that means avoiding situations like work, education, performance. All of these situations will reveal these insecurities. So the way to put an end to it is by uncovering your limiting beliefs, by uncovering your false subconscious identity, and by transforming it, and transforming it at a subconscious level. When this happens, judgment and rejection means nothing. It becomes irrelevant. Your self-esteem and your subconscious identity is comprised of your beliefs that you hold about yourself. These beliefs form from the time you were in the womb up until about the age of 7. And they're shaped by your experiences and your interactions with the people around you. Together, we can look at the experiences that shaped you. We can look at the beliefs that fuel your thoughts, your functions, and the way you show up in the world. And together we can replace them with the truth. And when that happens, everything will change. Your life, your reality will change. The way you think, the way you feel, and the way you act creates your personality. All of this is determined by your subconscious beliefs and your subconscious programming. And your personality is your personal reality. So if you want to advance in your work life, in whatever way that looks like, this is how you do it. If you would like to work with me, all you have to do is go to the link in the description and schedule your free strategy session, and together we'll work out a plan of how we can do this. All right, so just head to the description and hopefully I will see you soon. If you are ready to take the next steps, head on over to jamieholloman.com where you can book your free 30-minute strategy session with me today. I can't wait to meet you.